What up? What's good? What's sound? Speak on It podcast, back providing that food for thought. Digest it, throw it up, your choice. Either way it go, it's on your plate. I'm Prophet the Prophet. Got my brother Sapp the boss.
The biggest, the trillest, the realest.
Yes, sir, ski. You know, we back with a full entree, man. So all you can eat buffet of food for thought, man. Let it be nourishment, let it be nutrients. So let it go over your head. It don't matter, your loss. Speak on the podcast. Yeah, man, we back. We back. More food for thought. Today we got a very, very special guest. You know what I mean, we honored to have him on the show today.
Very special. Very special.
Yeah, man.
Very special.
Y'all honored to really be able to listen to him and be his audience as well. Today we got Dr.Kenn Collier.
Hey man, well you know you know how to hype your audience up.
Hey man, I didn't go all into the credentials. I could have went with the. I really just
could have gave the full rollout.
Yeah, man. We gave him just a simple Dr. Ken. Y'all should know. Hey, the doctor gonna give it to you already. Honorary, man. Honor. That's why it's an honor for you to be here, man. I know. Like you said, you haven't really been on a lot of podcasts as of lately. You stepped out of retirement for us. Like, we really appreciate that.
Blessed
man.
to see it.
Appreciate y'all. Nah, I definitely appreciate y'all, man, having me on y'all platform. Speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Ain't no better platform to speak on the issues and whatever else going on in the community. You know what I mean? Besides this platform. So thank y'all, brothers, for inviting me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course, man. You know, we have the street politics segment. We had to get you in here because we already know you definitely in the streets politicking. You know what I mean? The right way, been doing it for a while. You know what I mean? Role model to a lot of us, a lot of them. You role models to the role models, you know? Yeah, man. We want to, so as we're going to jump right into it, man. You know what I mean? We're going to stop playing with our food. Let's let these folks finish their meal, you know? What's the new campaign you got going on again? Talk to the people about the new campaign.
Man, the new campaign we got going on is Ceasefire. You know what I mean? The Ceasefire campaign. Those that probably been following me, you know, I lost my son to gun violence actually 22 days ago, right? January 9th.
Sorry about
17 years old, my only son, you know, and this definitely was a tragedy, you know what I mean? And, you know, like my son, so many other kids, and just people in general, you know what I mean, getting gunned down, right? Gun violence is a big issue, right? And of course, my son was gunned down through gun violence, and just the ceasefire movement is something that we're putting in place just to help other teens and parents from going through what we done went through, right? Talk to the youth about putting the guns down, right? And just making sure they can pick up something else besides the gun with your skills, right? Mentorship and other things that gonna help them grow and be safe, right? So Ceasefire, that's the campaign.
Give
Ceasefire.
them a whole nother way to express themselves instead of doing it out of anger. You know, that's what a lot of it be, just be angry.
Be anger. You know
bored,
what I mean?
don't got nothing to do, peer pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Sent home, nothing to do. That's what it be, bro.
I remember growing up at that age. I ain't gonna lie, we was violent, but that's what it was. We was bored, but it ain't as bad as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I really, really appreciate you doing that for them folks, man, because that could have been me. That could have been my brothers. That could have been any one of us. You know what I'm saying? And you just giving them a whole other lane to explore themselves, bro. That means a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it ain't just, and thank you for saying that, man, but it ain't just me, it's other men and other people in the community that's tired just like I'm tired, right? Tired of seeing our babies getting gunned down, tired of going to funerals, tired of going to visuals, tired of being there with mothers and fathers are crying, right? So it ain't just me, it's a bunch of other brothers and mostly black brothers just like us, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a group effort, a community effort, right? It take a village. Right?
Shout out to all the brothers, man, that's doing it with my dog Ken, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we really appreciate you coming here. We appreciate the campaign as well. You know what I mean? As we are and will continue to be an active part of the Ceasefire campaign. Like I was saying, I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper, if you don't mind. you know, so that the audience and the people at home can actually feel you and feel where we coming from. This ain't no gimmick. This ain't no propaganda. So, like where you from, bro? And could you tell us like a little bit your backstory?
For sure. So I'm from the city. I'm from Atlanta. I'm what they would call a son of Atlanta. You know what I mean? Right, generations and generations and generations from Atlanta, right? Every side of town you could think of, I done lived there, right? I got friends there. I done hung out on that side of town. So that's what I mean by son of Atlanta. People ask me like where I'm from Atlanta, but I can't give you a specific area.
Yeah. I'm from everywhere. I'm from the Atlanta, literally.
Yeah. So from Atlanta.
Okay. And so like did your son get killed in Atlanta?
Yeah, so of course my son from Atlanta, 17 years old. And you know, I raised my son since he was 6 years old. His mom actually died from gun violence as well. She was murdered on his 10th birthday, right? Gunned down in the car with her child in the back seat, right? So you know, on his 10th birthday, I remember waking up, getting a phone call. We getting ready to go to school in the morning, celebrate his birthday, cupcakes, balloons, and we get a phone call, right? So the happiest day of his life just done turned into the worst nightmare of his life, right? So 10 years old, and 7 years later, it happened to my son, right? It happened to my son. So, yeah, he was gunned down, going to visit some friends, called an Uber to some apartments. And next thing you know, you get a phone call like, hey, your son just been shot in the chest, get to the hospital, right? And imagine living out way in McDonough. He had great hospital, so I got a whole 50-minute ride.
Thinking about this,
Thinking about it, crying, panicking. My daughter driving me, she only 22, so she trying to keep me calm, right? Get to the hospital, and heard the worst words ever in life, the words that no parent want to ever hear, right? Yeah, I remember just, you know, going in the back, doctors come in and say, hey, you know, your son was shot. We tried to work on him, but his heart stopped, right? And I'm sorry to tell you, your son passed away, right? And those are words I'd never forget for the rest of my life.
That's a heavy load, bro.
A heavy load. And like I remember the day that my son got murdered. I was just on the phone talking to my fiance. Her friend's son had just got shot and murdered. So we was on the phone talking, discussing different issues, and same thing we're doing now, talking about gun violence and how it needs to stop, right?
Yeah.
And I remember my wife asked me, "Hey, you called your son yet?" Because I was supposed to went and pick him up from his sister's house. I said, hey, I'm gonna give him a call when I get out my Zoom call. Halfway through my Zoom call, I got the phone call, right? That he's just been murdered.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a heavy burden, a heavy pain to deal with, right? But yeah.
So how you mentally is today? You know.
Man, listen.
You got your valleys and peaks. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't think my mental will ever be the same, right? But I'm trying different ways to cope with it, deal with it. One way is honestly a lot of the love, a lot of support, a lot of the prayers. That been the only reason I probably ain't lost my mind yet. Right? Just having support, being around people that generally care, that's generally been there, right? I think that's one way. I started going to church. I haven't been to church in a long time, right? And just going to church all last few Sundays, praying a little bit more. That kind of been helping me get through it. But just talking, right? Therapy, counseling, talking to other men, other parents, other people that lost their son. A lot of people tell you like, hey, I'm sorry for your loss. I understand what it went through. I lost my mom last year. I lost my brother. Hey, it's different when you lose a child, right? So being able to have those conversations with other people that can relate to me, right? And that's been the way that's been kind of helping me get through it. And not only that, man, just trying to just be around more kids, right? Be around more love, right? When I look at kids, I don't see nothing but love. No matter what nobody else see when they look at kids, I see love. You know what I mean? And it just make me feel good just being a presence. So that's something I've been doing because I see a lot of my son and a bunch of other kids, right? And I see a lot of things that I felt like I could have done differently, or things I should have done better, or could have done better, right? And things that I could do to help other kids. So that's been kind of helping me get through this, bro. Everybody grieve in different ways.
Yeah.
I know I ain't, staying busy been kind of helping me get through it, bro. And just having a bigger purpose.
I know when I kind of know when I got the news, or bro shared it with me. Right, my son with me. You know what I'm saying? I immediately hugged my son, bro, because I couldn't. I can't even lie, bro. I can't even understand what you're going through, bro. That's why I commend you for having the strength that you having right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just there ain't no way to lose no child, bro.
Nah, ain't no way.
Yeah, I ain't. That's very unorthodox. Ideally, our children, we supposed to go before our children.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And my son, he 4 months. I'm fresh in the fatherhood. It's a blessing. I'm honored, man. It's the best thing in my life. And
Congratulations.
thank you, brother. And when I heard it, it was just like, you ever had like them moments where somebody else's situation or pain, not to that, I can never feel it to that magnitude. Hopefully I never will, you know what I mean? Not to put it on no scale of what you going through, you know what I mean? But like, bro, I felt that shit. Like he said, bro, I just look at my sons and be like, like they can't even imagine, you know what I mean? It's just like, damn, bro. It was just a moment, dog.
Man, for the past 2 weeks, like before the situation happened, like my son got upset with me, right? Father, teenage,
Being
issue,
rebellious.
being rebellious.
Yeah.
You know
What we all went through is,
trying to be a dad to be hard on. He want to go and stay with his sisters. Like, I'm gonna stay with my sister. Like dad. Go ahead. Knowing they gonna miss home. Knowing they gonna get hungry. Miss that bed, miss the game. He'll be back home in a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
So within that situation that went on for like 2 weeks, like just trying to let him grow into a man, and that's the hardest situation, right? That my son was away from me when it happened. You know what I mean? I had just talked to my son the day before. He was over at his sister's house visiting his siblings. He got 2 older siblings, 4 younger siblings, right? When his mom passed away, his younger siblings, they went over to DFATs. The family fought to get custody back for him. Other kids, it took a while. And he was able to after all these years, able to finally go back and visit and see and be with his sisters and his brothers, right? So I thought like, okay, that's what he was missing, right? I just want to be with his siblings. So I talked to him the day before. He say, Dad, I'm over here taking care of my siblings, helping my sister out. I'm like, son, you need anything? What you need? You take care of yourself? Dad, I got everything I need. I'm okay. I don't need that, Dad. I'm just over with my brother and my sister. That was the longest he ever got to spend with his brother and sisters. He was happy and excited to just be able to help and assist them, be that big brother. You know what I mean? And next day, and I told him, hey, son, I'm coming to pick you up the next day. And the next day didn't happen. Right?
Does that, the fact that, you was in that, like I said, I'm new to fatherhood, bro. So I'm knowing what to expect, but not knowing what to do necessarily. And as you speak on like that situation where you had to show that tough love, you know what I mean? In that moment, and then like, this unfortunate circumstance transpiring in that moment, what you think of, like, how do you deal with that? What you think about it? How'd you process that?
Of course, right? You're gonna have a lot of whys. You're gonna be blaming yourself. Yeah. Right? Thinking about the stuff you could have did better, the stuff you shouldn't have said, the conversation you should have had, the stuff that you've been wanting to tell your son that you ain't get a chance to tell him. Right? Stuff that you've been waiting like, come wait to get a little older, have a discussion with him, talk to him about this. Like, you start thinking about all the what else, right? What if I would have did this? What if I would have said this different? What if I would have had a better attitude this day, right? What if I would have just communicated better, right? What else, and whys, right? So that's the biggest thing that, I'm working to get over, you know what I'm saying? Right. Or to kind of understand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something that's really, really hard for me, right? Questioning, like, I know I was a good dad, but was I a good enough dad? Right? Right. Like I say, man, it's so tragic because I raised my son since he was small, right? He wrote his first book when he was 10 years old. When he was 11 years old, got a proclamation from the city of Atlanta. When he was 11, got his own day, October 7th, Ken Collier Sr. Day in Atlanta. Done traveled, done toured, book tours, HBCU tours, performing rap. He's 12, 13 years old. Campaign with Stacey Abrams when she ran for governor.
Right.
Know every city councilman in Atlanta, right? Got their phone numbers. He did a campaign called Make Outside the Fun Again during COVID, where they took all the goals and the rims off all the courts in Atlanta. But they had the tennis courts up, they had the clubs open for the adults, they had all this stuff. Him and his friend did a campaign where they went around to all the parks, right? Demanded that the city open the parks up and put the rims back on the goals, right? Within 2 weeks, all the rims were back on the goals.
Made a change.
And they did the same thing in South Fulton, right? So it wasn't just a kid that wasn't doing anything in his life, a kid that wasn't taught the right thing, a kid that didn't have a father in his life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it happened to my son, it can happen to anybody's son, right? No matter what your situation is. Right. So so that's why I'm big on this ceasefire movement, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It's the hardest challenge of being a parent, bro. It ain't no playbook to this. There ain't no script. You kind of just freestyling from the jump. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Just freestyling,
And
bro.
if you think of playbooks, and to add to that analogy, is like it's so many different teams, so many different mentalities. It might be a run team, pass team, all deep. So each kid is different. You know what I mean? So even if you got a playbook for Ken Jr., I can't use but 2% of the plays that you got. You know what I mean? But that's what make it so important that fathers, especially black fathers.
Yes, bro.
We stay in communication, man. We stay locked in on a high scale, because if I can get 2% from you, 2% from you, 2% from him, and fast forward, then guess what? I done built me a whole playbook. So yeah, man, we just gotta be willing to get out there and actually make that happen, and be out there and get out there and do it. And when I say we, I mean us as black men in its totality, because we in particular are actually doing it. You know what I mean? So for y'all that actually want to be a part of it, and you know, even if was it today, or if you've been wanting to do it for a year, or you might even want to do it in the future, want to look into it, man, Ceasefire campaign, guy like Ken Collier Sr. Who else? I'll talk to them about how they can actually get a part of the movement.
So the ceasefire campaign, so that's basically stopping the violence, right? Curbing gun violence and interruption. Outside of that, so when we talking to kids, right, we could talk to them all day long, right? Tell them what they need to do, right? What they should be doing, right? We can march campaigns and we can do all this stuff, right? But on top of that, they want to see it. Not only that, right?
They want to touch it.
You got to be able to give kids skills too, where they can get out here and be able to make money, right? Have something to do with their time, right? So they don't fall a victim to that. So one way is using the space that we're in now, the Trenches Global Impact Center, and just doing skill building, right? Like today we had an event over here where the kids were learning how to sew, right? Learning photography, learning videography, right? Learning podcasting, right? So just giving them skills that they can pick up and just have a vision, have a dream, and have a goal with those skills, but also be able to make money with those skills as well. So that's part of it. Yeah.
That's what it is. Plant that seed, because opportunity. I feel like if correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of times when maybe those dudes, kids, grown men, I don't know who was involved in that situation, but whoever that was, maybe they've been looking for some money, trying to rob something. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that's the only avenue that they were aware of, or even felt like they was good at. Because a lot of time, bro, a lot of kids, when we young, bro, our dreams and our aspirations be so big. That childlike ambition, bro, have you so big. But like life, as we all know, that shit gonna beat you down. And then the system that we live in, black men, the system is designed to crush our dreams, designed to crush our aspirations. So over time, as kids grow up, your dreams start to diminish. Your light start to diminish. So now the dark shit starts to become more vibrant in your life, such as robbing, trapping, so on and so forth. And then that's the way niggas go.
Yeah. So, and the other thing that I realized by me being from Atlanta, right, in a city where you could be in the projects, right? You walk across the street, you see $1 million homes. You know what I'm saying? And that play a big role, and that affect kids too, right? One, because they see it, but sometimes they don't have the vision to know how to get it, right? They just feel like, okay, I know I can get it this way by hustling, selling dope, robbing, whatever it is, right? So I think that played that plays a big effect on kids too, being able to see their dreams and see their vision, but don't know a way to go and get it.
For sure. Or want it too fast.
Want it too fast.
Yeah.
Right. And also, like I say, it can motivate you as well. Living in a project in Atlanta, walk across the street, walk across the tracks, whatever. You see $1 million homes and stuff.
Yeah.
It can kind of motivate you too, right? But if you don't know how to get it, if you ain't got no ideas on how to go and get it,
the positive way.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what the Trenches Global Impact Center has brought to the community. It's already up. It's already running. It's free. You know, it's a 12-week program, and it ain't stopping in 12 weeks, then another 12 weeks, then another 12 weeks, and it's going to go and it's going to keep going as long as we continue to have this group of Black men that has showed up and showed out today, you know, going to continue to do so, as well as the youth and the parents. The parents are very, very integral to anything they got to do with the youth, whether it's this or something else, you know what I mean? Because if you don't have a parent that actually want to bring the kids up here, then you know how they gonna actually be able to utilize what's being put on the plate.
And I'm gonna just say this: not just the parents, the uncles, the aunties.
Yeah, for sure, the whole village. The whole village.
Sure, your child, your you know, everybody. You know what I mean? It ain't just the parents, like the whole village.
Yeah,
bro. Cause like we here, man, the men in the building, what the kids? You gotta just bring the kids, right? And that's the thing. Like I hear people say all the time, like, man, ain't nothing, you know, neighborhood for kids to do. Kids ain't got nothing to do. They got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to bring the kids, bring your kids, bring your nieces and nephews, right?
Yeah, so, you know, I want to kind of scale back just a little bit, and I got a question for both of y'all. And you know, this is going to be a good topic. So why do y'all think it's so hard for Black men to take care of their kid, bro? We get a real bad rep for that. I'm talking about a crazy rep for not taking care of our kid, but a lot of them don't though. You know what I'm saying? I'm
gonna go after Dr. Kenn. He's named Dr. Kenn for a reason, man. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna go ahead after him.
I think it's different reasons why it's. I guess why it's hard. Why, let me say this: why people try to make it hard to be a father. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that though? Like, what you mean by that? What you just said? I'm gonna make sure I understand.
The question was, why is it hard to be a father? It ain't hard to be a father, but I think people make it hard.
Okay.
Certain people make it hard for you to be a father. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, upset, you know, baby mamas. You know what I mean?
That's what I think. I think communication.
That's a hard question. And the reason I say that because I had a difficult time. You know, I had my first child when I was 14 years old, right? Going into 9th grade, I found out I was going to be a dad son my 8th grade.
Nice.
Right? She told me, hey, I'm 5 months pregnant. I had less than 4 months to learn how to be a dad, and I was on the field 14 years old at the time. Right? So I didn't know nothing about being a dad. My dad wasn't really around like that. You know what I'm saying? So I went to fathering class. You know, I looked at TV shows. I did everything.
Straight up.
We had YouTube and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Trying to go build your playbook.
Yeah, straight up.
Build my playbook. You know what I'm saying? So I was a dad going to 9th grade. It was definitely hard. And think about this: when you 14, 15 years old, you couldn't get a job at the time.
Too young.
Right? You got to be 16 with a work permit. So imagine being a daddy. Need to provide for your child, but you ain't old enough to get a job.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You old enough to sign a birth certificate at the hospital, but you ain't old enough to get a job.
And you want to do this.
You want to work.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I mean by things make it hard to be a father. A lot of times, like, and that's just one example. But my child mom's giving me issues, right? When she was about 4 years old, right? At the time, I had just got my GED. Ended up going to Savannah State, started playing football, came home for the summer, and got into it with my child mom, and she left my child on me, right? So I became a single dad at 18 years old, couldn't go back to school and finish playing football, right? You know what I'm saying? But I did what I needed to do to be a dad, right? Trying to make it difficult to be a dad, okay, I understand, but I wanted to be a dad, so I did whatever I had to do, right? And that's get custody of my child, even if I had to put a pause on playing football at the time, right?
Yeah.
But being a father is more important than being anything.
Right.
That's why I say it's easy to be a father, I think, but other people make it hard to be a dad. You know what I mean?
But I think what is like most one, I think communication's bad between the parents. But I think where I get pissed off with a lot of dudes is, bro, they quit so early. Like when it get hard, they quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it get like how you say you made your way around it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I know dudes who soon as they baby mama don't want to be with them or it's over.
Oh, well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
then the child gotta suffer.
You know what I'm saying? Then the child gotta suffer. Like I be telling, like I ain't even gonna call them my partners because I done cut them off. But it was some dudes I was kicking it with, bro. One time, man, these folk might. I'm like, bro, go get your kid, bro. Go get you know what I'm saying? Go legitimize whatever you got to do. Fight for them. Nah, man, shout a tripping, man. She tripping. I don't understand that, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
as a person that'll quit on their child, bro, they'll quit on anything.
I can't rock with you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because you can't be loyal to your child. I know you
ain't gonna be loyal with you. It ain't even about. Get what, bro? It ain't even necessarily about being loyal to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I feel like being like me personally, speaking on loyalty, not to get too far off track, but like loyalty ain't something that I look for to be like loyal to me as a person, you know what I mean? Because things change, but like the relationship and bonds that you build, like come from being loyal to a common cause a lot of times. And you actually get in the rooms with certain people and then you actually around them long enough to communicate and get to know them on a personal level. And then to be like, y'all got the same mentality because y'all on the same type of stuff. And so when I look at a nigga who don't take care of your kid, but you know the rule. We got a rule in our circle. It's a real rule. Like, reach that, boy, you don't take care of your kid, but you can't rock with them. And if you in a situation that even involves a kid or something, we talk to each other on that. And man, listen, Sapp know, Cool know, Meech know, everybody know that we gonna tell you, bro. Like, nigga, you acting lame in hell, bro. Anything sour to the kid, boy, you lame in hell, bro. Tighten up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we gotta hold each other accountable. First and foremost, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. You know what I mean? As black men, as people in general. But then you gotta hold your mans accountable, bro. You feel me? Unless both y'all just some bum ass niggas, then it's just gonna go like that. But
you gotta be able to check your partner. That's a real friend.
Yeah, for real. I think that a lot of time, bro, when folks be like bad fathers, and I'm absent fathers or whatever, however you want to call it. I'm speaking for personal experience. Like you said, bro, Pops wasn't there. Pops was in the same city, wasn't there. Pops was right around the corner, nigga wasn't there. You feel what I'm saying? Bad dad, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that as I got older and kind of reconnected at some point and talked to him, and I got a little understanding, the communication part. You feel what I'm saying? Came to him with an open ear, not the I could subdue that pain for a second. You see what I'm saying? To really like, bro, explain yourself. I got to know what the fuck, what's really going on. Let me hear this. I got to hear this because I got to hear this, bro. And after talking to him and actually building a relationship after 30 plus years, you know what I mean? It was like, you never really understand what your parents are going through as a kid. You see what I'm saying? No, what I mean by that is when my mama couldn't pay the bills, nigga, when that electricity bill was overdue, or when that eviction notice might have came on that door that we never seen because she got it out before we got there, she ain't never come sit in my room like, hey, man, this is what's going on. This is what I got to do. Yeah. So while she out there hustling, while she out there making things happen, all I know is, damn, my mama got to go to chain gang. But I'm not understanding all the shit that she doing and why she's doing it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a child. Her job is our job for our children is to protect our children, bro. Whether it's from the pain, whether it's from the struggle, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally. So a lot of times, some niggas don't be in the right mental space. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we know plenty of people who not in the right mental space even to this day. Then you have a child, but you not even in position mentally. You not emotionally intelligent. You not, and nigga ain't knocking that part of it because it took all of us some time to get to a certain level mentally. Yeah. But then some people just not like us. Some people can't get to that level as quick and it don't click for them. Yeah. So then that's when them niggas just give up, bro. Everybody ain't gonna fight through it. They just give up. They got to deal with their own shit. I don't respect that. I'm not saying it as if I respect it. Oh, let me clear it up.
But it happens, though.
He finna give a mosquito, everybody gonna be like,
nah, that dead, bro. I'm not respecting that, bro. I've been fighting my whole life. You feel me? Like, hell, nah, we ain't respecting it.
Yeah, nah, like, I definitely get it. I mean, get it, man. Like, I hated my dad for a long time, right? You know, but like after I had my child, I kind of started to understand, like, I guess what it was like to be a father, right?
For sure.
Not what it's like to be Allison, but like what it's like to knowing you got to hustle and take care of your family, take care of your kids. Now you get locked up. Now you're going to jail. Now you're going to prison, right? Because I ain't seen my dad for a long time because that's where he was at. All right, and I started to understand later as we had that conversation, like he was trying to make sure his family was good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and then and just to piggyback off that, right? You know, when I had my son visual 2 weeks ago, y'all seen my dad. I don't know if y'all seen my dad, man, but he told me I love you. That was the first time I ever heard him say I love you in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Right. I probably ain't heard him say I love you in 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? But that was the first time he told me he loved me, bro. And I just broke down. As old as I am, I broke. I was already breaking down because of my son, but that really just made me lose it. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear those words, though.
But you needed that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It did make you feel like a kid again.
Made me feel like a little kid again.
Hey, and bro, that comment right there is it's so powerful, bro. That's just a real live example of how important it is for the black. I'm not saying the black moms is not important in the black young man life at all, because she is as well. But the importance of a father to a son, bro, is unmatched. It's unmeasured. You can't get there. And I realized that same thing when I hugged my dad. I hadn't seen him in like 20 years physically, and I hadn't talked to him in like 16, never even heard his voice or none of that. And then it's wild because I done been back and forth to St. Louis, you know what I mean, my whole life. But the nigga never show up. We'd get there and so I had questions like, bro, you scared, nigga, why you don't want to pull up? You know what I mean? That's the anger in me. You see what I'm saying? Before I got emotionally intelligent enough to know how to, for one, I realize what it is and then check it. And then be able to put it to the side for a second to get an understanding. You know what I mean? But we went to a family reunion and man, home actually pulled up, bro. You feel me? And when he pulled up, it hit me to the moment. I was like, damn, that nigga actually came. And it wasn't mad like that nigga. It was just like, oh shit, it finna, you know what I mean?
Go there, yeah.
Like,
I've been waiting on this,
you know what I mean? Like, damn, I actually get to talk to this man, bro. You feel, all through my prison sentence, bro, my dad sent me, this nigga gave me $60, bro, and was like, hold up, a cut, bro. I reached out to my father, you feel what I'm saying? And was just like, he was like, bro, what you need type of ordeal. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, I need some guidance. Nigga, I'ma do this. How I'm finna do this, bro? Like, you feel me? And he was like, anything I can get for you, da 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 da. And I was just like, bro, it ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't like that down here, whatever. Bro, that nigga sent me $60, bro. And told me, hey, bro, call me if you ever come home. And I ain't never talked to him again until I got to the street.
You ever come home.
You know what I'm saying? So then, that's why it was so important. Then when I got up there, bro, it's like 20 years later, bro. At the family reunion, he pulled up, you know what I mean? And it was wild because when we walked out there, like my grandma is the OG of the family. You know that one person that when she walk in, bro, we 100 deep at the family reunion, bro. Like literally, bro, we had 100 people here. And like when Granny walk in, bro, everybody like, hey, girl, you know what I mean? And when she talk, bro,
listen.
Lock in, everybody. It was just a beautiful, just sit there, you missed that. And then when my dad pulled up, my grandma walked up on me. She grabbed my hand, you feel me? She was like, come on, baby. But we went out, me and Nandi, me and my little sister, you feel what I'm saying? We went out there and then nigga was just sitting in the car. Bro, that nigga sat there like 20 minutes. And ain't that, bro, my uncles, everybody just out there waiting, you feel what I'm saying? He just sitting in the car. Then my grandma, his mom, she went to the car, my grandma, gangster. She like, get your ass out the car. They right here, they ain't going nowhere. Come on, get out the car. And then we got out the car, you feel me, stood there. And then like me and that nigga just stood face to face, that on game, bro. We just standing there. That shit felt like 10 minutes. Probably a matter of seconds, you know what I mean? Yeah. And when I asked him about it later, I'm like, bro, what you were thinking about type of deal? He was like, man, I know who you was as a kid, bro. And I know how wild you was. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, if home just stole off on me, I deserve every fucking piece of that, bro. And I was just standing there like, I'm taking whatever come with it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't say shit. I walked on and it gets on Instagram. You feel me? I think that bitch the most viewed video I got on my bitch. You feel what I'm saying? And I just hugged him, bro. And the importance of a black father, I never knew. Didn't talk to this nigga this long or see him, but when I hugged, it was just a breakdown moment, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. My whole life has been a lot better since then, bro. Just on a emotional level. And now, me and my son, bro. And like you said, now that he here, and I see him. Man, boy, it was a hell of a road to get him here, bro. You know what I mean? When he here now, it would just be moments where I just be like I understand certain shit. Now he told me that shit. I'm like, damn, bro, I get it. You know what I mean? Certain shit, not that bum shit, but I get it, bro.
Did you want to steal off on him?
Did I want to steal off on him?
Yeah. You had forgave him? Or you just had so many questions you were just...
Bro,
shocked?
I don't even know if I forgive him or nothing like that. I'm going to keep it a whole buck. I ain't just finna say no good answer for the camera, bro. I'm not gonna say that I forgive him, but and there's no shade to him. But the truth is, I understand he was just a weak ass nigga.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: you think by not having your dad that made you want to be a great dad?
Hell yeah, but I think I'm starting to simmer down a little bit because it had me doing too much. You know how you might be like, I ain't gonna be nothing like this right here, so I'm gonna do everything on the other side. Be like, God damn, I'm doing too much, bro. Like, hold on, pause a little bit, bro. Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely that, bro. Like thinking about all the things that I wanted. I'm like, I gotta get to him, but I was times 10 in it. You know what I mean?
Cause you didn't want to be him. You didn't want to be associated with nothing like him. Cause I don't know my real daddy, but I was raised by my stepdaddy. But a lot of shit that my stepdaddy taught me, it went really. It was more survival tactics than it was. I couldn't go to him like, hey, Dad, I got this shit going on with that girl or something like that. Nigga, he don't want to hear that shit. He was like, boy, you better got them. Hey, look, this how you weigh this up. You know what I'm saying?
For real, that's how it was.
You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, me personally, I just can never see. I don't look at no excuse for that. But I do know that since I don't know my daddy, that's what made me want to be. Because I was like, damn, I'm gonna be better than you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to associate with you. Like, my family and my generation started with my son, bro. That's how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got his last name, bro. I got my granddad's last name. My mama did. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, that how big of a role it is. Cause, my granddad a real player. That's why I get all the... Yeah,
all the way. All the song. All
the...
Where do you think that you got from your father? And I don't mean like genetically, like your face or your whatever. But I mean like, what is something that you think you actually got from him?
Man, I say I got a couple of things. Even though he wasn't around as much, right? But when I did see him, like he always had confidence. I always see him talking to everybody. You know what I mean? Talking to women all the time, just knowing how to communicate, knowing how to talk, not being afraid to walk in the room, just talk to anybody, right? I used to see that, and I used to love that about my dad, right? So I think I got that part from. You know how a lot of times you try to do stuff to impress your dad, especially when they ain't been around or something, right? So I always act like I was confident talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that was a trait that he had, right?
Sure.
So that like just I say really just I say there's one trait I got. I know I did get that from him just from the times I was around him. You know what I mean? I kind of picked that up. And it's hard though, bro. Like to say what you
it's hard.
Thinking about it,
yeah.
What did I get from my dad?
Food for thought.
I got a couple of bad habits from him as well. But yeah.
That's what about you, Sapp? What you think that you may have got from him?
I don't know the nigga, so I ain't gonna say it. But I'm gonna give you my granddaddy and my stepdaddy.
That's your dad, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? My stepdad, like I said, he more raised me on survival tactics. Yeah. He showed me how, hey, this what happened, this what you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't give. He always instilled in me though. This what I did give him: take care of your family. He always said that, bro. I'm talking about And man, bro, my mom went to prison, and he could have easily. He ain't my daddy. You see what I'm saying? He could have easily gave me away or did whatever he did, bro. He took care of us, me and my younger sister and my younger brother. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I got that for him, being a provider. You know what I'm saying? My granddaddy, I got the player shit from my granddaddy. That nigga real career, man, cool, laid back. But yeah, nigga, he one of them.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
he know how to talk. He gonna pop it too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I got that. Like I ain't never been scared to go in the room and be myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna be silly. I'm gonna go, but
you're gonna be sat about.
Don't go there with me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Fuck
different
with me,
between
don't
joking
fight
and playing. Yeah, for sure. I think with my father, and it took for my cousin to really tell me one day. You know what I mean? I actually called him and was just like, bro, I was thinking about that. Michi was talking to me about some stuff or whatever the case may be, and it came up, and I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
It fucked with me, honestly. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, what the? So I called my cousin who been up there with him the whole time or whatever the case may be, and that's like his closest nephew, and that's his closest uncle. So I'm like, bro, man, what the hell? And it's like my favorite, you know, you got your favorite cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This one I looked up to. This one I wanted to be like. And I'm like, bro, what the hell I get from my dad, bro? Like, what? I can't figure this out. And he just, cause he know both of us, he was like, bro, you can't figure it out. I'm like, nah. He like, nigga, you got the ability to want something and like have an idea about it. He said, bro, everything you ever told me, like, bro, I got this idea. I'm thinking about it. He said, then you'll come back and be like, bro, I'm finna do that shit. And it be some shit you ain't never did in your life. He said, bro, give your ass some time. That shit gonna come to fruition. He like, bro, you put some shit together.
Yeah.
And I had to think about it. And he was like, so he started talking about my dad and all the stuff he did. I'm like, damn. That's where I got that shit from. You know what I mean? And my whole point of even going into that question was to say that all three of us, like so many young black men or grown black men, whoever, didn't have the best example of a father, as far as a real biological father. You know what I mean? But we still got something from him. So imagine how important it is for a father that's actually in the household and in your life. You know what I mean? How much you gonna give to your son? For sure, bro. That shit that's my whole point of asking that.
But like I said, even my partners that had they dad in the house, bro, you could tell the difference between them and us, like a death run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could tell they were way more laid back, knew how to communicate better. You know what I'm saying? Knew how to talk. Besides us, we were angry, but we finna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I think something else that kind of affected me or shaped me too. Even though my father wasn't there, I used to hear stories all the time about my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Good stories or bad stories?
Both. You know what I'm saying? The dad used to do this. He used to have this, have these cars. Or he used to hustle. He used to do this. Or he done did this to so and so. You know, just hear all type of stories and stuff, right? Even though he wasn't there, I used to try to live up to some of those stories.
Right?
Shit about you know what I'm saying?
You had to feel like you had to go up.
You had to go up. Like, because everybody knew him. His name was Ken. My name Lil Ken.
Yeah.
Boy, you look just like your dad, boy.
Yeah, oh God.
Boy, I remember your dad used to do this and do that.
So I gotta get it.
I'm about to do it.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. But that's how I changed that music stuff, bro. My dad got signed to Atlantic, bro, when they were young, bro. I was like, bro, what the hell, nigga? I'm finna go to Rock Nation, nigga. Like, I got to do it. But yeah, I'm just, man, I love fatherhood, bro. And what do you think is your what y'all think like one of the biggest changes after you had your first child, bro? Like,
I think I had a lot of changes, man. But the biggest change where I think it gave me the hope of like I got something to live for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got something to live for. I was wild, you know what I mean? Like I said, I had my baby in 8th grade. I found out from my dad in 8th grade, going into 9th grade. So it made me want to calm down. It made me want to learn stuff. Made me want to get a job. It just made me want to make sure I was present. You know what I'm saying? And on the streets to be able to be present, right? So I kind of changed up a lot of my behaviors and stuff when I knew I was going to be a dad. At the time, I wasn't in school, but I wanted to go and get my GED because I know I was finna have a baby. You know what I mean? And want my child to have something to look up to. So it gave me a lot of goals. I gave me stuff to live for and to work towards. Because I knew I was having a baby coming into the world.
So we gotta be grateful for our children, bro. Like, hey, let me talk to y'all. Look, if y'all know niggas that ain't taking care of their kid, bro, you can be grateful for your children.
Mm-hmm.
They change your life, bro. They put you in position, bro. The blessings of this world, the wealth of this world are the children. You know what I mean? And what you do by them. I think, like, for me, bro, my biggest change, I don't know if it's a change, but it's a realization more so. Like, so I went to prison when I was young, and that was my ultimate goal for half of my whole life was get out of prison, get out of prison, get out of prison. So every fucking day after I stopped being on the bullshit and actually it clicked to me like, boy, these folk gonna get the whole 55 out you, nigga, they wasn't playing.
Mm-hmm.
And when it clicked, and I, stepped into who I am instead of who I thought I had to be. Every day, bro, every day I was dedicated to doing something that leads me to getting out back in that courtroom and getting out of there. So I had a purpose. Like you said, I had a goal. I had something to shoot for. Then boom, I hit the street. The only thing I ever fought that hard for and had that drive for in my life, I done got. Now I didn't know what I wanted no more.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what to fight for, what to do. So I tried this. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm overextending myself. I'm just doing a whole bunch of shit that I didn't really even have the true passion for to really follow all the way through with it. You know what I mean? And a lot of shit came in my lap. And it's just like, man, some shit niggas will die for, bro. I'm like, I'm straight, bro. It just didn't. And then I had my son. Bro, that shit piped me all the way up, bro. I'm like, now I'm like, bro, the focus. It didn't even take for me to sit down and think, okay, now I gotta be focused. Bro, shit just happened. And now, bro, man, levels. I'm talking about I'm skipping steps. Now I'm on the elevator. I ain't even gotta walk the steps no more.
Yeah,
you feel me? I'm like, oh, so, you know what I mean? My son, it's just, maybe it's the blessings of Allah. Maybe it's just, you know what I mean, how life goes or whatever the case may be. But he gave me, like you said, bro, he gave me purpose, direction, and focus without even trying, bro. So I'm forever be grateful for him.
Facts.
Yeah, see, me, same shit, bro. Finding my purpose, But I ain't even gonna say find my purpose. It just gave me something to live for. I had to find my own purpose, because, I'm a strong believer if man ain't got no purpose, he lost, bro. Yeah. You gotta have a purpose of being a man, dog.
Yeah, man. You talking about just piggyback our purpose, man. Something else that I had that I dealt that I'm still dealing with, right? Since the death of my son, my son gave me a lot of purpose. I want to be the best man in the world I can be because I know I got a daughter too, but because I know that my son
that's
looking up to me, that's my legacy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like now, my daughter 23, she just graduated college in December, right? Savannah State University.
Shout out to her.
Son 17, still in school, so it's kind of like, that's your purpose every day. You got to make sure you grow up to be a great young man, go to college, go to school, do whatever you want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So every day you wake up, as a man, as a dad, every single day you wake up, just about everything you do, every decision you make is for your children. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And when that happened, I kind of felt like, damn, what my purpose is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know what my purpose is, but what am I waking up every day to do? You know what I'm saying? Because at first, I need to be the best man I could be because I know I got my son looking up to me, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like after that, after his death? It's
after his death, yeah. So that's something else I'm dealing with. Like, man, damn, what?
Oh yeah.
Damn, yeah. That shit just hit different. I just had to really think about it.
I was trying to get my son through high school, make sure he go to college. You know what I mean? Saving up money so he can go to college, right? Just doing all that, and it's like, damn.
What I do now?
What I do now? You know what I'm saying? So that's something else like that I'm dealing with as well. Just trying to redirect and I guess find more purpose and more impact. I guess that's my little way of kind of grieving a little bit. Everybody grieve different, you know what I'm saying? But that's my way of just helping me cope with some shit.
For sure.
Nah, that's dope, bro. Like, and I really hope you do find that, you know what I'm saying? But I see you doing it though, man. You got your programs, you helping other kids, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, all of us at some point didn't have that guidance. All of us at some point, but y'all are actually doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie, I would never thought about nothing like that. Oh, let me go. I'm just like, my son, let me go do this. Well, now I got to start reaching out to like my cousins and the little cool kids. You know, the little kids outside the neighborhood and stuff. Now I talk to them now. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't used to. Yeah. I didn't used to because, like you said, them kids don't want to hear that shit. They want to see it.
Nah, but what you start to understand too is, you gotta, just as much you save your kids, you gotta save the kids around them.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Because those kids are the ones that's gonna influence your child.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Them the ones that's gonna be your child friend, right? And we all know, like, none of us more cool to our kids, or more. We want to please our friends more than want to do our parents.
Yeah,
That's just
as
by
kids,
everything.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think just as important to make sure the kids around your kids is straight just as much as they is, right? And some, I think, like I dealt with, or my child dealt with fathering him, like removing him from the environment, moving to a different neighborhood, different house, putting him in a different school. You know, sometimes like kids deal with like that, I guess, that survivor's remorse, I guess, right? You know what I mean? Want to feel like and seem like they still in a struggle with their friends or their siblings or their family, right? And I think that's something that people don't
But think about
people don't realize why kids do the stuff that they do. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a real thing. That survival remorse.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
I'm gonna ask you this, bro. Like, I feel like it's kind of becoming more common, but it's uncommon for, you know, the black household to have a 2-parent household, right?
Man, you know, I'm blame. Man, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay,
you right.
stop me, bro.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Speak on it, my boy.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I blame the government. I'm for real. To check me out now.
Okay.
Women can't get government assistance.
Ooh.
Women, if your daddy is in the house, I'm not gonna give you no government assistance, no food stamps, no Medicaid, no nothing. If you got a man in your house.
That's deep, but I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Talk to
And
me.
Dr. Kenn, bro, you know what I mean? You slide in here if I'm tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Slide in here if I'm tripping. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that. And not to say this is my perspective or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But if your daddy, speaking to the children, was in the household and on his shit, would y'all need government assistance?
No, hold on. Everybody needs a
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But see, the reason I say that, bro, is because everybody needs to help up. Everybody needs to step up. You know what I'm saying? What about the single fathers, bro?
No, listen, and that's 100, and we can get into that, but we're not talking about single fathers. We're talking about
the household. You're right.
So,
you're right. I'm still blaming the government.
What you think? I still blame the
government. Trump did it.
Damn.
I mean, it's a lot of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? That the dad ain't in the household.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes it might be.
What you think? Like, what's your main? Speak on it.
It ain't enough men available for each household. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that nigga gave a sophisticated answer. That shit was sophisticated.
That's why they call him doctor.
I can't damn call him the doctor. Put the DR in front of that shit, bro.
You got some men got multiple families or multiple baby mom, so they can't be in every household. They can be present in every kid life, but they can't be, 2-parent household.
Facts.
Right?
But I'm gonna say this though. Cheating is my number one reason for why a lot of cheating on your girl.
It's the reason that the man ain't in the house.
Listen.
Come on,
I feel like
that. Come on, big
bro. I feel like that's my number one reason. I ain't gonna say.
I got what you're saying though.
Nah, I ain't gonna say.
I get what he trying.
What you trying to say?
Yeah.
Nigga, are you a cheater?
Who?
You.
I don't believe in monogamy.
Oh, I forgot you in the whole
I'm
polygamy
a
thing
polygamist.
going on. So you can't. But before you got into the polygamous community, was you a cheater?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't. Of course, that's fucking cheater.
No. But
listen.
The reason I was cheating because I didn't know how to explain to my woman
What you wanted.
what I wanted, bro.
Okay, but you still cheating. I understand the reason. See, listen, bro. Intentions.
Listen, I cheated, but now because I did not know how to accept the fact that I wanted more than what I wanted more, and I didn't know how to sacrifice it.
But you were still wrong to that woman. Let me explain that to you, bro.
Of course.
So it's like I understand your rationale as to why you was cheating, but intentions don't matter. Only the result. Only the result. And the result is you hurt that woman. And the reason I say, and this is devil's advocate speaking, You feel me?
This is not profits.
This is not profit to profit,
This
bro.
is the
This
devil's
is devil's
profit.
advocate speaking, bro. And I'm such a black guy, such a God. Like, therefore, I'll never be the devil of anything.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this, bro. I speak on because they be cheating. If you asked a lot of women why this or why that, be like, that nigga was cheating, the nigga was cheating. The relationship ends. And that's a lot of times why men are in the household. And that's a lot of time. Now, whatever the reason is, whether it's you couldn't really speak to them and explain to them what you really wanted, or whether you didn't even understand that, hold on, bro, back in our times and our culture, polygamy was actually
practice.
What it was. It was
Yeah,
the
it was
main
practice.
practice. You know what I mean? Whether you could explain that or not.
So is it cheating or the lack of communication?
Boom. That's what I was just about to say.
Shit.
Cause bro, your granddaddy,
Lack of communication, for
your
sure.
granddaddy, my granddaddy, your granddaddy. Hey man, they ran their household while still doing what they did, bro.
Yeah.
I remember my grandma used to tell me all the time, bro. I remember going to shout out my grandma. But I remember
Shout out to grandma. Shout out to grandma. Sorry, Sapp stole your car when we were kids.
Yeah,
bro.
I stole my grandma's car.
I'm sorry.
But bro, I remember my grandmama telling us when we were growing up. My granddad used to take her to his side chick house. Guess she tell me, bro. When he bring that chick home, that was a form of polygamy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that ain't what niggas doing these days.
No.
All right, so a nigga might be hold on, it sound like Dr. Kenn got something to say. Go ahead, bro.
Go get to it, Ken. I'm gonna let you go. Ken, don't leave me hanging out here on these streets. you know, Ken, I'm always the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave me out here hanging.
Bad. All right, so I'm gonna finish what I was saying. We're gonna let Dr. Kenn speak on it, bro. You know what I mean? Because he definitely got something to say. You feel me? Speak on that shit. I'm gonna say this, bro. The times are different. And if you fast forward, when niggas is actually coming home with the check, also known as paying all the bills, providing for, but providing is different, bro. Providing and tricking off, providing and just flexing your paper, all that shit is different. Providing it's
a gray area.
It's a gray area, but we finna make these motherfuckers.
Explain though. Tricking off and providing.
Okay,
that's a gray
I'm
area.
gonna say this. Providing is strictly doing what is necessary to make sure your family is good to the best of your abilities.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes women don't understand that the nigga that you dealing with only have a certain level of abilities, bro.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Or even if you was at a certain level at one point when y'all met, over time things change. Just like shit, all of them, I ain't say all of them, I'm gonna speak on myself, but niggas been some trap niggas. That trap money different than that 9 to 5 money. You might have met me in my trap nigga era. But then when that 9 to 5 paper get to coming in, you got to understand my abilities when it comes to providing may be a little bit different now. But hold on, let me finish explaining the difference between tricking off and providing. Providing is strictly making sure your family is good. Tricking off, on the other hand, is slicker form of flexing your paper. But doing something for whoever the fuck, this ain't even got to be your family or your kids, bro. Doing something for something in return. It's reciprocity, bro.
But
it's different.
Tricking off can also be an exchange of currency and goods.
You saying that like you be tricking?
I have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who haven't?
I heard you.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just be, they were gonna
me, nigga.
No, nigga, you ain't
all right, look. Let me keep 100.
He ain't speaking of.
Let me keep 100. Serious.
So
the reason why I haven't is because the woman that I'm with, the mother of my child.
I'm not talking about that.
Hold on. Listen. Let me explain. I was in prison.
Before her.
I was in prison.
Now, you done paid some bills in chain gang, nigga.
Man, I ain't had no money in chain.
Man, speak on it, man.
Stop, I ain't had no money in chain gang.
Nigga, what? Nigga, you need some money to buy a bottle on my birthday.
Listen, bro. Hey, man, nah, bro. I had a detail. I was on detail.
How you gonna do it like that, man?
But listen, the woman I'm with and plan on being with, once I get my shit together for the rest of my life, is the woman I was with in chain gang.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't consider that. And she got her own paper, nigga. You feel me?
Yep.
Shout ain't no Rudy Poo, nigga. You
Shout
feel
out.
me?
So did she trick off on you?
I didn't know, sir. It went, listen, anything that we had done for each other or have done for each other, the fact that we were together and still together can't be considered tricking off. Because that's family, bro.
That's family, yeah.
I got a question for him.
All right, what's the question?
These niggas on my bumper, bro. God damn, get out my bumper.
He understand what
Get
he's
out my
saying.
bumper, bro. It's a red light, bro. Why you speeding, bro?
Listen.
I hear you.
You ever been on a date
Yes.
outside your old lady?
I haven't, bro. That's who I've been with since I've been out of prison, bro.
Okay, we gonna leave you alone because we won't get you politically in trouble. I don't want to get you in trouble. Shout out to you, sir.
I stopped a long time ago.
Yeah, you said what?
Nah, I said I've been stopped.
Stop tricking off.
Yeah, I've been stopped tricking off too. I've been engaged 2 years.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think tricking off is I guess
I understand.
Understanding. It can be honest. I think tricking off, you mostly trick off with. I get what he's saying. You tricking off with people you don't really, that ain't family, people you don't really care for. When they family is just providing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But with tricking off, it's a change of
change. Yeah,
and you don't plan on being with these folks.
Yeah. So the fact that we own tricking off, and I know Ken, you, and can you feel like you can 100% tell your woman is what you want? 100%. And I don't mean, hey baby, I think this. I mean,
I feel like I can 100% tell her, but am I gonna get an answer that I
think that's
want?
What most men.
Nah.
So
You know
I don't wanna do that, bro. All right, so this men talking, bro.
Yeah, we men.
I'm gonna ask this. Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna answer it accordingly? I know it. You feel me? Do you 100% tell her, even though you know that you may not get that answer that you really looking for?
Oh. Nah, I don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't. But see me, that's the difference between me. I do.
You do. I don't. But I don't because I already know what the answer gonna be.
Yeah. So do you?
And that just come through understanding my girl and just being with her and knowing what she gonna go for. I ain't gonna go for her. You know what I'm saying?
But that's real though. See, I think where the disconnect comes from. The reason I'm telling you, a female put me into my my polygamy lifestyle, bro. She told me you ain't got to sacrifice your life. I was with her. And I'm like, damn, I was lying to her and shit. She was like, you ain't got to lie to me, you know, I'm coming with you. And then we go to bars and shit. She bring girls home and she's like, that shit tripped me out.
So you caught a bisexual woman?
No, listen what I'm saying.
That's what's happening.
No, listen what I'm saying.
Because she don't want to keep lying to you about what she got going on.
Listen.
She was happy you had that conversation with her.
Yeah, nigga, she been lying to your ass for however long.
But the thing is, though, it made me comfortable because more time what we want is sexual related from a woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless
don't say we, nigga.
No,
I'm a committed man.
Emotionally, I ain't talking about emotion. We talking about physically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about physically. So what I'm saying, most of the time, what we want is sexual related to a woman. So I'm saying she put me onto the game to the point where I felt like so quick enough that I could be honest with this woman and tell her what the fuck I want. I don't got to sacrifice my happiness for nobody.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I agree that.
Yeah.
I don't got to sacrifice bro. It's to the point I don't have to sacrifice my happiness for nobody,
you don't
bro.
have to sacrifice what you want for nobody.
Nobody, bro.
And you found that though.
So do that make you happy?
Yeah. It made me happy though because I could express myself to the point where
you don't have to lie.
No. I can express myself.
Oh, I thought you said disperse yourself. That's deep.
I can express myself to the point where I don't gotta hide shit, bro. I don't gotta hide who I am. I don't gotta say if I want to go out here and say I find Shawty attractive, I want to talk to her.
Yeah,
I can have that connection with that woman. I don't have to miss out on a connection no more.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Because of what I feel like can be politically correct.
Yeah,
and then most of the women, bro, I'm gonna just keep that shit a brick. Most of the women bro. 80% of these women they in a polygamy relationship don't even know that.
Yeah,
cause niggas cheat and we lie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if you keep that shit a brick and niggas know that, man, these women don't be caring. They only be caring because they feel like other people care. If it didn't make it nowhere else, they wouldn't care.
Man, you finna send a nigga straight out of your relationship thinking these women don't motherfucking care.
Bro, I'm saying, kid, what if you can go home and actually tell your woman?
See, that's different.
Yeah. And there's a lot of women that know a man gonna be a man, no mind of being a man, but they still ain't down with a polygamy though. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't down with that. You better not tell them.
Okay.
You better not tell them.
Better keep it on that side. You feel me? Yeah.
But yeah. So let me ask you a question then. So your relationship, the women you with, did y'all have a discussion like early when y'all first met, early in y'all relationship?
Yeah. So the women that I'm with now, or the women that I've dealt with, I got introduced to it by a woman, and she taught me how to be honest with myself. She taught me how to say, hey, you like that, I like that too. We could have been past the bullshit, but already the trauma's already there.
Yeah.
But that shit don't cause no trauma, because bro, I was a serial cheater. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was cheating to just say, hey, I'm just cheating to cheat.
See, Sapp, bro, I'm gonna say this, bro. So in Islam, it's always, a lot of people don't really understand the true nature of polygamy. That is the main, that is the only really.
You gotta be able to take care of them.
That's the key. So that's my thing. That's what I was getting into. Sapp, fortunately, you can have multiple women and take care of them at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
That's
I ain't advising no broke ass nigga to go goddamn get started. That's not what I'm advising. Now, if you're a homeless sexual, I'm not gonna advise you to go get you.
If you're
a homeless sexual.
They say, hold on. So we don't get counts. He said a homeless
sexual. That means that you are.
That's a fool. I ain't never heard
you
that.
Know what I'm saying? If you're a homeless sexual, I don't advise you to go get you 2 and 3 women. I'm gonna tell you, if you a man that has his purpose, know his purpose, it could be a provider and can also take care of what you are leading towards, or you can take care of them with multiple women. Man, be happy, bro.
Be happy, huh?
Be happy, King.
Do you think more men would be happy?
Of course.
What about you, Dr. Ken?
More men to be happy. I think more men to be happy.
Yeah.
More women to be happy too.
Yeah. If they had an understanding.
Why you say more women to be happy?
Because and I think it'll be more men in the household too. You know what I'm saying?
1 point for Sapp.
Reason being, not all polygamous relationship is just about sex. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
It's about having a man that's able to be in a household with 2 or 3, 4 different women, different families. You know what I'm saying? Having that structure, everybody working together towards a common goal. And,
that's pipe.
That is a good reason for polygamy. It ain't always about sex though. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
and that is the reason. My bad, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but see, because every time I bring it up, because I had this debate. I done had this debate in front of the bros. Every time I say this, they think, oh, it's just about, and it's not. It's not just about sex. It's about the fact that, bro, it's okay that you want to be happy. Yeah. It's okay that you want to. Bro, it's happy. A whole structure. Think about if you had 3 incomes in the house. Yeah. Hey, Shawty, you go to school while me and her go work.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put you through school, and then vice versa, we're gonna go.
Or you stay here watch the children, so we ain't gotta pay for daycare. You watch the children.
And see, that is actually what, and I'm gonna say this, bro, because it's a common stereotype. They put it in movies. They do all that. The Muslim brother that always be out there trying to, hey man, Islam is the. I do feel like Islam is Hemi Butler. You feel me? But that's personal, and I'm not on that. But that's all I know. I've been Muslim my whole life, bro. That's all I know. You did. But also within Islam, we like to give you the game as far as like that was the first rule or religion, spirituality, whatever the case may be, that gave women their certain level of rights. Cause they were looked at a whole different level, bro. Back they couldn't even vote. My grandma and them. It wasn't that long ago. When they couldn't vote, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's just even in America. But we gave them a different place in society. But my whole point of even getting into all of that is that the main point of polygamy, first and foremost, bro, I gotta give it to you. In Islam, polygamy is promoted. Polygamy is encouraged. But it's not the man's decision. When you meet your first lady and you decide to make her a wife, it's her decision upon marriage of whether or not the relationship is open to polygamy. Okay. If she says, no Sersky at that marriage point, polygamy is not an option.
Yeah.
It's not the man's option.
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there right quick because it's a common misconception.
But that's what I'm saying. Even I'm not saying it's the man. I'm saying.
Nah, hold on. No, my whole point is just to say that, like, the point of it is that, for one, like you said, it's not enough men to go available. Men, that's the key word. Available men, available. And that's why I said blame that shit on the system. So if you say there's somebody for everybody. If you look at the statistics, women outnumber men. And if you go into monogamy, bro, if you go straight monogamy with it, you know what I mean? There's not enough men to go around.
Yeah.
So some women gonna be left lonely there. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you a question. Since you brought up the Muslim culture or the Muslim thing, your girl Muslim?
No, she is not.
So how do y'all deal with the difference in beliefs and all of that?
Damn,
Ooh,
that's a good question, bro. That's a good ass question. All right, so I believe that as long as you believe in one God, monotheistic, I can rock with you.
Yeah.
You can be Christian, you can be Jewish, or you can be Muslim.
Yeah.
Or you can just be in life trying to figure shit out, bro, and understand that there is one God.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how we move.
So what about, like, for the example you gave, like Muslim, they believe in polygamy, but your girl may be, I don't know if she's Christian or whatever your girl may be.
She don't believe in it.
She may not. So how do you wholeheartedly believe in Islam and fight for every word that's in the Quran without making your and still listening and valuing your woman's opinion and what how she feel?
I like that, bro, because I asked you some questions that was kind of controversial, so you came back at me. I respect that. That wasn't that hard now, and I'm going to answer them as you did. That's the Islam ideologies, right?
Okay.
No one is perfect in anything. I practice Islam, and I'm not perfect in it. I'm not perfect in anything. If you show me a person who is perfect, then you're showing me a person who ain't really tried much.
Sure.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to that in particular, yes, the Islamic teachings says that this is what is encouraged and this is the purpose of it.
Yeah.
And I got two things to say to that. For one, remember I told you, it's the woman's choice.
Yeah.
So when she says no, I go with that. She has said no.
Yeah.
And I go with that. And that's ultimately what it is. And also, for two, bro, I'm just keep it a whole buck. But we straight.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, fortunate. We blessed. We don't need no extras. Take care of our kids, we take care of our bills, we take care of our trips, we take care of our family. We smooth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we don't need that. It's not a necessity. So it's not something that I have to even look into because we above good.
But
Alhamdulillah. You feel what I'm saying? So that's that. And on top of that, at the same time, bro, she all I need, bro.
And me personally, I feel like people try to put polygamy and monogamy against each other when it's really one and the same. It just depends on the understanding and the communication of what it is. You see what I'm saying? If she cool with it, we can do what we're going to do.
So how's it one and the same? Show me the similarities.
Okay, what I'm saying is you give your heart to one woman. I can give my heart to multiple women that I sustain a connection with. You see what I'm saying?
That ain't the same, nigga.
But it's not the same, but I'm still having that value or that same connection.
That same connection, that same
value. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I'm still having that same value though. But that's all I'm saying. It's just like I don't push polygamy on nobody. I push happiness. I push men's happiness especially because we don't take into consideration our happiness when we come to relationship because we sacrifice the most when it comes to relationships, bro.
Yeah, and I think men, we sacrifice not just relationship, we sacrifice our happiness for shit, just about everything.
Yeah, for everything.
So everybody,
like,
you know.
Do y'all feel appreciated for that?
No.
I mean, hold on. Let me tell you this. Before you answer Dr. Kenn and Sapp the boss, when I say do you feel appreciated, I mean I want to answer on two levels. If it's not too personal. Whether we talking in past or present, do you feel appreciated for that household wise? Yeah. And do you feel appreciated for that society wise?
You answer it, bro.
Nah, they gonna throw it to him like that, nigga.
No, I'm saying I know me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you answer first.
Okay,
Sapp.
with me
Go ahead.
personally, household wise, I've had polygamy relationship that I felt appreciation in, and that's the thing. Like it got to the point where I was in a monogamous relationship. This woman gave me everything that I needed to have, except. You see what I'm saying? It's always except this, except that. So my thing was like, and she brought this the same woman that brought it to me, bro. You see what I'm saying? So it was just like I've never, cause we like, bro, men, you don't understand how much men sacrifice when it comes to
I do understand. Nigga, I'm a man. But you're speaking to the people.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we sacrifice so much to the point where, bro, we will lose ourselves as men in our own personality
For
to
real.
fit our structure in our family, bro.
Yeah, real.
You know what I'm saying? We would lose that to the point where it, like, bro, I hear this saying all the time: happy wife, happy life. I can't stand that fucking saying, bro. I hate that shit with a passion. It's happy us to get on the bus.
Oh God,
You
that's
know
a
what I'm
bar.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But for the simple fact there, because bro, I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm responsible for this family, and I'm responsible to help you go towards what you need to do is your purpose. Both of us got to have our own purpose.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are responsible for her happiness.
No, she's responsible for her own happiness.
I hear you.
Because she cannot make me happy if she's not happy herself.
You cannot make her happy if she isn't
You feel what I'm
already
saying?
happy.
Okay, I stand corrected. I get that.
Because like, think about it like this, bro. Think about it like this. A woman can get up with an attitude and fuck the whole household up.
Oh, gang.
If a man get up with that attitude,
They gonna ignore the fuck out of
they
that.
gonna ignore the fuck out of that nigga.
Oh,
Bro.
God.
This nigga ain't telling me.
Then they go that bullshit again.
Hey,
man,
they go,
funny.
sassy.
Oh, yeah, they gonna hit you with it.
sassy.
The new term, yeah, the nigga sassy.
You being
Oh
sassy.
no, they.
Oh, God.
I probably ain't. I probably won't never hear that shit in my household.
But you get what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You got certain type of women that attract you. But
you
I
know
get
how
what
he-
say I'm sassy.
Fuck you talking about.
no,
Oh, no, I ain't going.
Yeah.
I get what you saying. That's the new lingo for the younger generations.
That's the lingo, bro. But it's just the fact that, bro, them women don't be fucking. They loyal to their emotions first, bro. They be so fucked up to the point where they will sacrifice everything in the household to please their loyalty. And then if you prove them wrong, you got the first thing to say, well.
Accountability on the floor. So, let me ask you this. And then you got to deal with it like
what you mean?
God damn.
What you?
But all right, hold on. So we don't get off before we get to Dr. Kenn.
Yeah.
So we got your relationship appreciation perspective. So what about in society? You know what I mean? Outside of the household, do you feel appreciated for all that you do when it comes to sacrifice? You know what I mean? To make your woman happy or make, you know what I mean?
Not because I don't value what society's got to tell me.
Okay.
I don't value what society tell me because like I said, I've been a polygamist for 5 years, and me putting myself in rooms with other polygamists, it shows me my value. You see what I'm saying? I see women who got 2 boyfriends. I see men who come in that bed with 3-4 women. I see different dynamics in these pieces of living happy, and most of them are successful. So I can't say that I care about the successful part, or I care about if society sees me how I see. I'm gonna live in my truth, bro. I'm Sapp, bro. At the end of the day, I got to be me. I want to be happy. When I leave this earth, I want God to tell me, bro, I did everything how I did it my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is my life. I don't want to miss an opportunity with nobody because somebody told me they got restrictions on what I feel. You see what I'm saying? I just don't never want to do that, bro. And I don't want to raise my son to do that. I don't advise no other man to do that because you got niggas that sit out here and be, oh, I'm monogamous and I can do this and I do this and they cheat the whole time.
Yeah.
And not knowing that you mentally fucking that woman up even more than what you just, if you just don't tell her the truth.
Tell the truth. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That hard. I like that. Yeah. So as we was talking about sacrifices, so much that we sacrifice as men in our households and even in the communities, so on and so forth. Do you feel appreciated in the household, and also do you feel appreciated in society?
Man, I feel like as a man, we're not we're not really appreciated in the household because most people, like our family, our children, our wife, our girl, they feel like we supposed to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
real.
Like as a man, you're supposed to sacrifice, right? So even when you sacrificing everything, sleep, time, working, everything is okay. That's dad. I know dad gonna make sure I'm straight. That what he's supposed to do. Or I know that's my husband. He gonna make sure I'm straight. That's what he gonna make sure his household good. That what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I think we appreciate it, but we not appreciate it. That makes sense as much, I guess.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
For the people that it may not make sense for, I get it 100%.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every black man that actually standing up in the paint, even though Nick catching them bowls and all that shit coming down out them rebounds, understand. But for those who don't understand, what do you mean by that? We appreciate it, but we not appreciate it.
As men, our children, our wife, our girl, they supposed to feel like as they as the head of the household, we're supposed to sacrifice. You know what I mean? So we're not appreciated for the sacrificing that we do. Because it's like that would come with being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing.
For sure.
Right? Even we know, like, and we feel like we got to sacrifice for our family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's really appreciated in the household. Yeah.
Without even second
guessing.
Yeah.
But do we? Do y'all feel like, I don't want to stop because I know the second part of that question. I'm not going to get away from that. And please don't let me.
Yeah.
But you just piqued my interest, and I'm pretty sure you piqued the interest of the audience.
Yeah.
But do we? I'm going to speak from devil's advocate. I'm going to say it like this. But don't we?
No, what?
Supposed to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So are we not appreciated, or are we just doing what the fuck we supposed to do? If we're not appreciated, all
right, so
yeah, you get what I'm
I got
saying.
a great analogy.
This is what we supposed to do, but I think this is what we supposed to do.
Okay.
And I think sometimes we don't appreciate the sacrifice we make because we feel like this is what we're supposed to
so
do.
it's
You know what I'm
internal,
saying?
and we
It's
projecting that on our okay.
Or this, hold on, put it like this.
Go ahead.
You spend $30,000-$40,000 on a car, right?
Yeah.
You get in that motherfucker, expect that bit to crank up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get in that motherfucker that one time and don't crank is a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Cause that's what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna say this. So let me bring it back a little bit before we get into your society perspective of appreciation. So is that really us not being appreciated? Well, I'm gonna say this, using that analogy, hard ass analogy, by the way. It's a bar. A lot of times, as we all know, as men, bro, at the beginning stages, if you meet a woman, you start to court her.
Yeah.
But sometimes in this courting phase, you doing shit that's outside of your limits. You get what I'm saying? I ain't just talking monetarily, but you doing things to get her attention. You doing things to get her passion. You doing things to maybe even get her body. You know what I mean? But that's outside of your limits. So you actually get these things, and now y'all locked, right? And then a year, 6 months, 2 years, however long goes by, now you go back into your limits. Thing is, at the beginning, and what you showed her originally showed that she was buying into, or she was buying a $40,000, $30,000, $50,000 car. But in reality, nigga was only a $20,000 car, really a $10,000 or a buy should pay motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you.
And then when they hit her,
talking about her investment though.
But that's what you presented.
Yeah, but you also talking about her investment. Like I said, bro, it's just the fact we're speaking about men. We can't talk about.
Nah, we keeping it a buck though. We speaking from. I'm playing devil's advocate again. Remember that, and that's reality. Think about it. When you step into a relationship, or when you meet this woman, and you see that shit, and you like, that's what I want. Boy, man, a nigga gonna go all, especially if he ain't already in a relationship on some sour shit. And then what he got going on, nigga gonna go to as high as he can go to get her attention, her time, her body, her passion.
Yeah.
So now this is all that she sees from the beginning.
But once they get comfortable with.
So listen, from the beginning, you show her a motherfucking $50,000-$60,000 car. And this was she like, this may be her standards, or this may be, she may even realize she was worthy of a $50,000-$60,000 car. That's where you fuck them up. When they thought they was only worthy of a goddamn $5,500 Lincoln or some shit, and then you show her you a $50,000-$60,000 whip, and you putting it in her, and she like, damn. And that's what get her gone. Now she with you, but you was really not even on, not yet at least, a $50,000-$60,000
with a
car.
kit. You had a body kit on it.
You hear what I'm saying? That shit capped. The engine ain't even real. You just put the goddamn dual mufflers on this bitch. You feel me? So then after time, now as a man, you realize, hold on, bro, I'm doing too much, bro. I'm fucking myself up. Let me go ahead and get back down to my level till I can get to where I'm going. And then now you showing her a $20,000 car. But what she bought into was 50 and 60. So now you're not feeling appreciated.
Yeah, no, but see, at the same time, I'm also the nigga who feel like I'm gonna just keep this shit a brick, bro. You know, we done all had side pieces. We done all had this, whatever.
Why you keep saying we, bro?
There you go.
God damn.
Nigga, we grown as hell, nigga. If your old lady don't know you got some miles on you, nigga.
Hey, this nigga Cap, I don't know what he's talking about. Sapp the Capper guy.
But look, like I've always told nigga, bro. I
feel you, Sapp. Keep going.
You feel me? Like
I tell
nigga all the time, bro, and I just say this with the most respect, bro. I can respect the honest hoe. It's the fake ass good girls that break my heart every time.
Damn.
I ain't never had my heart broke by no honest hoe. Have you?
No.
Have you?
No.
It's always, anytime your heart has been broke, it's been the.
Because you already knew what the expectation was. I mean, you already knew what it was. You already had the expectations in your mind. You knew what it was.
What the fuck was going on when you stepped into it. So it's just effective communication from the beginning.
That's what we was talking about.
But I wanted to let me step back a little bit and get, because I did not get Dr. Kenn's second perspective of do you feel appreciated
we did.
On a society level?
Sometimes I feel more appreciated by society as a man or father than I do my own household. Sometimes.
That's 100, boy. Hey.
I think that's sometimes what make men unhappy in relationships or make them even cheat sometimes. Because everybody else, look at them and make them feel better than their own household sometimes.
Like what they call the 80-20 rule?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
What you mean by the 80-20 rule? I'm not familiar.
You know the 80-20 rule is like you got 80% at home, but that 20% looks so good over here because you're not getting it at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So relationships overall is about, I feel, compromise,
checks and balance,
and sacrifice, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Overall, it's all about compromise and sacrifice. You know what I mean? That boy
whatever. And this me, I'm gonna close my word out with this because I know we about to wrap it up, and all of us gonna give a closing word. With me, my closing word is: for one, we appreciate fathers. For two, just speaking on the second part of the segment, I just want to say, be happy with yourself. Men, find your purpose. Before you even go out here and date any woman, find your purpose. Find what you want to do with yourself. And then go date a woman, because you don't want to damage no woman. And be honest with yourself, bro. That's all I got to say, bro. Just find your purpose and be honest with yourself. They gonna come.
100.
Yeah.
I think my closing word, my last food for thought, y'all should be full by now. This dessert, you know what I mean? It dessert. Really, you can, you can carry out. Tell them folk bring you a carry out plate, you know what I mean?
Little doggy bag.
Yeah, little doggy bag, man. Mine would be, in the words of one of the artists that I listen to every day, J. Cole, love yours. You know what I mean? Love yours. It's always something out there that may seem, not that it is, but that it may seem better than what you got. It may seem better than what you may have in the end. For one, it don't mean that it's meant for you. And for two, everything ain't what it seems. So just love yours. Appreciate what you build. Appreciate the time that you put into anything that you have going on and appreciate the manifestation of it and appreciate the results of it. Even if the results aren't as high as expected, sometimes expectations can be a recipe for failure too. Sometimes you just got to get in there and work with what the results are and just continue to build off of it. Most times, I ain't even gonna say sometimes, most times. So for what you got and what you're fully invested in, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, hey man, just love it, bro. Love it. Love is like water to a seed, bro. It's gonna make everything blossom. Dr. Kenn, get these folks
Man,
business.
listen, I'm gonna just piggyback off our last little conversation, bro. Make sure not to be, don't be a public success and a private failure. You know what I'm saying? Meaning society love you, the world celebrate you, but you go back home, your kids and family can't stand you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so just as much as the world love you, society celebrate you, make sure your family and kids value, love you, appreciate you as well.